Hey everybody, it's Stephanie from nestinginnashville.com. Today we're going to be talking about the Donelson real estate market statistics for 37214. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, let's talk about this week's report for what's going on with the Donelson market. This is just single family homes in 37214. You can see that we've got a market action index of 67, and that just basically talks about how's the market. It compares the rate of sales versus the amount of inventory. We've got a 67 in our area, which is the highest of any zip code in Davidson County. The average for Davidson County right now is just 36. So our market in Donelson is still smoking. It is driven primarily by the fact that we have got a severe lack of inventory. There are currently 42 homes available for sale, priced between $150 and $480. The median average is $157 or $158 a square foot. So let's look at this inventory level of 42 and sort of see what the history is on that. You can see that this is a 3-year rolling average. This same time, 3 years ago, there would have been, look, over 100 properties on the market. And now we're down in the 40s. So there's just not enough inventory to support the demand. So everything that's getting listed is getting gobbled up. But the prices are starting to flatten out a little bit. So that's kind of an interesting number. The numbers up here, the one that I thought was most interesting is this price decrease. 48% of the current inventory on the market has had at least one price reduction. And you can see days on market is a little bit high compared to what I would expect to see for such low inventory. So let's see if we can unpack that a little bit. There's been a ton of activity in our two lower market segments. So the two most affordable quartiles. You saw that there were 7 listings that came on last week, 5 existing that got absorbed into the market, and just a ton of activity in these lower quartiles, but not as much activity happening in the upper quartiles. Let's look at this price decrease. Let's break it out into segments. Here's something that I thought was pretty interesting. So we see that there's a lot of activity happening in these lower 2 quartiles, not as much on the upper 2 quartiles. But look, of the properties in the 3rd lower quartile, 53% of them have had a price change since they initially listed. So it's hard to know exactly where that lands. Are sellers getting nervous about the cold weather and don't want to risk sitting on the market over the winter? It's hard to say exactly what's driving that, but it definitely seems to be a trend. It also could be that a lot of sellers are coming on the market at too aggressive of a price, not getting interest immediately, and then having to drop the price to have the buyers refocus on the market. So that's what's happening in the Donelson real estate market. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always stop by our site, and of course you can always go right here and type in any other zip code and see what the stats are for there. Thank you again for stopping by the video blog. If you're interested in keeping up with Donelson market statistics, I can easily send those to you on a weekly, monthly, or even quarterly basis. Also, if you're interested in knowing about new listings and or sales in your neighborhood, I can also send those pretty easily. Just send me an email, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.